Good morning to everyone present here. We welcome you all to the second day of the Youth Entrepreneurship Summit 2023. Our aim in conducting this event is to provide a platform for aspiring managers to meet industry experts and professionals. This event serves as a cosmopolis for fostering new connections, exchanging ideas, and inspiring future entrepreneurs. We firmly believe that this event will act as a catalyst for fostering growth and innovation in the entrepreneurial ecosystem. Yesterday, on day one of YES 2023, we successfully conducted sessions with several speakers on the topics Socio-Tech and angel investing and navigating challenges in an entrepreneur's life. The fun fiesta was also conducted, wherein student-run entertainment stalls were set up. We also conducted the Pitch Perfect competitions, wherein students from over 150 colleges participated. Winners of the Pitch Perfect event were as follows. Team Limecraft from IIM Bodh Gaya were the second runner-ups. Team We Move from KJ Somaya College of Engineering were the first runner-up, and Team Sustains from IIT BHU were the winners. A huge round of applause for all the winners, guys. YES 2023, in association with Startup Bihar, powered by Department of Industries, Government of Bihar, and a title-sponsored Nabard, marks the initiation of something that will set the horizon for the entrepreneurial spirit that IIM Bodh Gaya tends to inculcate in its young students. During YES, we have gathered here to celebrate the student-run startups under Inspire Envision Cell IIM Bodh Gaya. These innovative ventures have been facilitated and guided by the Envision Cell, which has helped to channel the creative energy and entrepreneurial spirit of our young and aspiring students. It is my absolute honor to stand here today and present before you Canteen on Wheels, Drinks Exchange, and Static. All three of the startups have gone through an extensive screening and monitoring process under the guidance of our director, Dr. Vinita, and the admin office, IIM Bodh Gaya. Following this, the Envision has updated the MOU changes and provided land allocation, guidance from contractors, legal help, and conducted regular monitoring to ensure the smooth functioning of the setup. These ventures are a testament to the entrepreneurial spirit that runs deep within our student community. Our young students have shown incredible courage and dedication in pursuing their dreams, taking risks, and overcoming obstacles to bring the innovations and ideas to life.
With this, we cordially invite our esteemed director of IIM Bodh Gaya, Dr. Vinita S. Sahai, along with our honored guest, Dr. Sunil Kumar, the Chief General Manager of Nabard, and students of IIM Bodh Gaya to be a part of this engaging experience. Now, we request our Dr. Vinita S. Sahai to felicitate our guests for the day. It is with immense pleasure and pride that I introduce the esteemed director of IIM Bodh Gaya, Dr. Sahai. Dr. Sahai has been recently appointed for a consecutive second term. Also, we take great pride in saying our director Sahai was quoted in the list of 15 most influential women in education by the Business World 2022. She is a visionary leader and a renowned scholar with an exceptional track record in the field of management education. She carries 26 years of rich experience spanning academic research, training, and consulting both in India and abroad. Her contributions to the field of management education in India and abroad are unparalleled, and her expertise and insights have been instrumental in shaping the future of management education. As the director of IIM Bodh Gaya, Dr. Sahai has brought a remarkable transformation, infusing the institute with new energy and vitality. She has spearheaded numerous initiatives to enhance the academic and research culture at Institute, focusing on innovation, excellence, and relevance. Dr. Sahai's unwavering commitment to quality education, student-centric approach, and passion for excellence have earned her widespread recognition and respect in the academic community. Her vision for IIM Bodh Gaya is to create a world-class institution that fosters leadership, innovation, and entrepreneurship, and prepare students to be the change agents of tomorrow. It is an honor to have Dr. Sahai as our director, and we are privileged to work under her mentorship and guidance as we strive towards greater heights of success and achievement. Now we request Dr. Sahai to grace us with a few words.
Thank you, Amika. So while you were speaking, I think the one word which resonated with me was around the vision to promote innovation, entrepreneurship, and a couple of few more words which she had used. And I think that was the one part which I actually resonated the most. And mind you, one word which differentiates a manager from a leader, we've always known, is this one word called vision. Vision of what we wish to be. And vision is never of one individual. So I was just talking to Sunil ji that how at IIM Bodh Gaya, it goes all the way from top to bottom. So yesterday, I still owe him money. He offered me mojito. So that youngest boy of IIM who treated us with that delightful drink, to respected Uday Kotak. Entire team feels very, 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 very strongly. You know, even at my board level, you know that Uday is a first generation entrepreneur. And look at from what to what. In fact, I had known him when he used to do bill discounting. I used to do Badla financing at that time. So I'm talking very, very early 80s. And see how things can happen even in one generation. And of course, needless to say, Naika. I think she had just started Naika when she joined our board. Before that, she was a banker and whatnot. And we have seen that journey in front of our own eyes. Gaurav, who just sold My Loan Care to Policy Bazaar, and the list goes on. So even at our board level and right up to our IPM students, we are all in one color, which is very, very unusual for an IIM, let me tell you. IIMs have always been job providers in terms of placement. Whether we like it or not, that has been the major conversation, because the written test is so competitive, it's so difficult. It takes all that a person has to crack that exam. Then he takes an education loan, and then he feels that, okay, all that he needs to get is a good job. Which is okay, perfectly fine. But this is also the richest talent of the country. And right now, the ecosystem is demanding that, come on, let's take risk. You know, yesterday I was mentioning, I gave you so many data, so many facts, that if not now, then when is the question. Like as a teacher, I've always kept this a statement in front of us. You yourself know that if we can house 500, you have 700. Not for any other reason. These teachers, the way they are exerting themselves, not for any other reason, because I keep telling them, if not us, then who? If not now, then when? इस वक्त अगर इंडिया का टीचर सो गया, इस वक्त अगर इंडिया के टीचर ने ओवर टाइम नहीं किया, जो पूरी पॉपुलेशन रेडी है स्केल अप होने के लिए, तो फिर हम कब करेंगे? और क्या हिस्ट्री हमें माफ कर देगी अगर हमने नहीं किया तो? ये जज्बा रहता है, ये विजन रहता है when we work hard. And now, even to the youngsters like you, I'm saying, if not now, then when? Because the whole ecosystem is at that cusp. It's about to burst in good way. And somehow, every institution, every government body is talking about it, and not just talking about it, supporting it. I know you all take education loan, but I also know that there are so many schemes which are there floated by Government of India, which takes care of your loan for a few years if you're ready to take that leap of faith. We know that there are so many schemes from Government of India which are ready to help. And you know what? If the good ones do not take care of those opportunities, it goes to not so deserving ones. And believe me, it's even very disappointing for the government and for the leaders at the helm of the affairs. मैं भी नहीं करती, मुझे इसमें इतना होकस पोकस भी है ना इस स्पेस में. तो हम भी, you know, we were very, very careful with whom we associate, with whom we partner, with whom we do we deal with. But having said it, I also like the current stance the government is taking. चलो आगे बढ़ के कर देते हैं. और करते 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 सीखते हैं. इस वक्त ऐसे ही कुछ माहौल है. नीति आयोग जिस स्पेस से बढ़ रहा है ना इस स्पेस में, they just do it, they launch it. They launch portals, they do stuff, they take schemes, and as they unfurl the schemes, they keep collecting it, which is such a beautiful thing to do. So the country is in a rush. This is the time. We want this conversation to be very, 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 very strong. Let me make a very, very clear stance. I know you're going to hate me for that. I told her, next time, yes means no fate. Fate not of the variety that fate means it has to be just business, business, business. So let's get serious about this business, because we are the talented lot of the country and we owe it to our country. And thank you so much to all those girls and boys who took that plunge yesterday, putting up those stalls, giving them this flavor as to, okay, you would have realized it's not so easy. And you would have also realized, oh, it's so exciting. The adrenaline rush when you make money, the adrenaline rush when you see your scheme and your thought process, seeing the day of the light and getting successful. This is also tip of an iceberg. And IBM's kids, you can really take the risk. You're young, you're backed up by all that it takes. And as a school, believe me, we have made huge commitment. Amount of time these days I'm spending with Shri, I keep telling her, "Tum to mera sara time le leti ho." And she means the e-space in the school, because you are demanding and we are giving. Only thing is, please do not let any let up. I have huge expectation from e-cell team. For a boarding school, I want you to be the stars. I hope each e-cell member is listening. The whole responsibility of making it happen lies on this young team, along with all young custodians. So let's make it happen. We would find patrons like Nabard, patrons like Atal, patrons like who are not just mandated by the government, but who are also in a very good spirit, ready to back the talent of the country. Why should, I was telling him, Bihar has so much of agri-produce. Believe me, the flora and fauna of this country is amazing. Bihar में यहाँ जो gram होता है ना चना, you won't find it anywhere in the world. जो लीची होती है, जो मखाना होता है, जो जितना भी एग्री प्रोड्यूस है, उसका जो जेनेटिक क्वालिटी है, it's amazing. The wealth of flora, how you tap it, how you make it international, how you do it. And of course, we have already taken promises from not just Sunil ji, his entire team, that they would continue to handhold us, they would continue to guide us, they'll continue to dream, fund these dreams. But let's start dreaming. And I'm so sure, yes, not just every year, but anything related to entrepreneurship space, e-cell space, innovation space is going to be a big, or the most sizable conversation on IIM Bodh Gaya. And this is the vision that we all have decided. Not one person. This is our collective dream. This is our collective vision. Please, let's together own it up and make it happen. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am, for those inspirational words. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure now to introduce our chief guest for today's event. Dr. Sunil Kumar is a renowned expert in the field of economics and finance with a wealth of experience in rural credit, project appraisal, microcredit, policy development, institutional development, consultancy services, and human resource management. Dr. Kumar holds a MA in economics and an MBA in finance from the prestigious Indian Institute of Management, Lucknow. He began his career as a direct recruit officer, grade A, at Nabard in 1988, serving in various capacities in the regional offices of Uttar Pradesh, New Delhi, and head office Mumbai. He also served as a faculty member at the Bankers Institute of Rural Development in Lucknow. Dr. Kumar's expertise and dedication led to his appointment as the Chief General Manager in the Department of Financial Inclusion and Banking Technology at Nabard's head office in Mumbai. His contributions to the field have been widely recognized, and he has authored several publications in reputed journals. Beyond his professional achievements, Dr. Kumar is an avid reader and enjoys exploring various topics related to economics, finance, and microcredit. He has undergone extensive training in India and abroad, including at renowned management institutes in India. We are elated to have Dr. Sunil Kumar as our guest of honor today, and we look forward to hearing his insights on entrepreneurship and financial inclusion. Please join me with a huge round of applause in welcoming him to the podium.
Respected Director, Madam, faculty members of IIM Bodh Gaya, participants of YES 2023, and my dear students, a very warm good morning to all of you. At the outset, let me tell you, I'm extremely elated to be in your midst. I always love to be with the young people, and all of you are so young, so energetic, so enthusiastic. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to participate in Youth Entrepreneurship Summit, the flagship event of Envision E-Cell IIM Bodh Gaya, which aims to inculcate and encourage the spirit of entrepreneurship. At the outset, I would like to congratulate IIM Bodh Gaya for conceptualizing and organizing such a meaningful event for young entrepreneurs. I wish the program a great success and hope that this will go a long way in unleashing entrepreneur spirit in the state and in the country. The theme of YES 2023 is Socio-Tech. Socio-technical theory has in its core the idea that design and performance of any organizational system can be understood and improved if both social and technical aspects are brought together and treated as interdependent parts of the complex system. Since I come from Nabard, and as Director Ma'am has already mentioned, that in Bihar, the area to work in and the area which needs a lot of innovation is the agriculture sector. The industry sector, commerce, we are not that strong in Bihar. In Bihar, we have to leverage our strength, and that is agriculture. So in my address, I'll be focusing on entrepreneurship and agri-techs. Entrepreneurship is not only plays an important role in economic growth and standards of living of the country, but also provides solution to problems faced in the society. They create business opportunity while addressing problems, and with increased competition from entrepreneurs, challenges the existing firms to become more competitive and to increase their efficiency. Entrepreneurs and startups help in creation of job opportunities, innovation, community development, promotes research and development, and improves the economy in the country. Entrepreneurs in the field of agriculture have untapped potential of providing low-cost, innovative solutions to farmers and enabling the technology transfer to the last mile. Agri startups provide solutions to help farmers farmers in optimizing the production and improving their livelihoods. Agricultural development is important for raising the incomes of population dependent on agriculture, as also the growth of non-agriculture sector. In Bihar, you may be aware that more than 80% of the household are engaged in agriculture and allied activities, directly or indirectly. Although this sector only contributes 20% to the state's GDP. The state government initiatives have generated a lot of interest among the budding entrepreneurs, and they have received more than 2,400 applications for assistance. The state government has 185 certified startups, and 90 of them have been funded by the state government. Now, Bihar is a rich, fertile ground for agri startups. Why do I say this? If you would have read the newspaper 2 days back, economic survey of government of Bihar was presented in the state legislative assembly. And Bihar is the third fastest growing state economy in the country. Last few years, if you see, Bihar is the fastest growing economy in terms of gross state domestic product. And the CAGR of the state GDP has been around 13% during last 5 to 6 years. Bihar has witnessed strong growth in per capita income as well as in terms of production. A survey which was conducted by Nabard, which is called Nabard Financial Inclusion Survey, it came out with the finding that Bihar has done very well in terms of diversification in agriculture. Today, Bihar is one of the leading states in the country in production of fruits and vegetables, which were not the traditional crops in Bihar. The state has adopted liberalized agricultural commodity market by repealing the Agri-Produce Marketing Committee Act way back in 2006. This repealment has actually enabled the farmers in the state to sell their produce to whomsoever it wants. There's no restriction that the produce has to be sold only in the APMC markets. If you look at the agri exports, during last 15 years, there has been 900 times increase in agri exports from the state of Bihar. The state agriculture export increased from a meager amount of rupees 3 crore in 2006 to 2,900 crore in 2021-22. If we talk about Bihar, the state offers immense opportunities in agriculture and food processing sectors, keeping in view the preeminent position in production of variety of fruits and vegetables. The state has its own unique and specialized products like Katarni rice of Bhagalpur district, Muzaffarpur's Shahi Lychee, maize, which is grown as Kharif crop throughout the country. It is only in Bihar that maize is grown as a Rabi crop. And it is a very, very major production happening in Bihar. If you look at the productivity of maize, it is in Bihar, it is highest in the country. Then Bihar tops the production in respect of makhana. 90% of the makhana produced in the country comes from Bihar. Bihar also produces mango, guava, banana, pineapple, and a number of fruits and vegetables. If you would have read in the newspaper that Bihar is the highest producer of mushroom. So a lot of things are happening in agriculture sector. We may or may not be aware about this. This has to be supported by an appropriate ecosystem which actually promotes a lot of startups, a lot of innovations. Apart from agricultural produce, there are a number of local produces in Bihar like khaja. You would have known there's a sweet called khaja, and Silao, which is in Nalanda district, it is a known place for production of khaja. Then khurma, produced in Udantnagar. Then Gaya is known for production of tilkut. Then there's a place in called Bar in Patna district, which is famous for production of lai. So many local specialized products are there, which can be promoted as brand Bihar in the national and international markets. GI tagging of agri and non-agri produce can increase in the export potential of the state. The state has taken a number of steps to promote organic production on both the flanks of River Ganges, and these organic produce have huge international markets besides these produce command premium in the national market. In the last 5 to 10 years, a favorable ecosystem has been created in Bihar, along with a very comprehensive agri roadmaps 1, 2, and 3. Agri roadmap 4 is going to be launched next month. Then there's a Bihar agri investment policy. Then there's a state farmer producer organization policy, and there's a state startup policy 2015. All these policies have created a conducive environment for agri startups to come up and prosper in the state. These measures provide rich and fertile ground for agri startups in the state. The state government has set up a rupees 5,000 crore corpus in 2015 for funding startups. More than 90 startups have already been funded against 2,400 applications received. The state government has implemented a number of enabling policies to support agri startups, their early takeoff and successful operations. An amount of rupees 200 crore has been allocated for 2 new schemes, Mukhyamantri Mahila Udyami Yojana and Mukhyamantri Yuva Udyami Yojana, as a part of state government's effort to promote entrepreneurship in the state. In addition, more than 1,000 farmer producer companies have been set up by different agencies, including Nabard. These farmer producer companies have many characteristics which are similar to those of agri startups. Some of the models are evolving in farm sector, which is attracting a number of startups. Some of these are farm gate level food processing, low cost warehousing, fresh fruit quality management, precision farming, high value agriculture, including horticulture, dairy, livestock, fishery, etc. Agri logistics, including cold chain, processing, transportation, etc. All these areas are attracting a number of entrepreneurs. Now I come to some of the challenges which agri startups face in Bihar. If we look at the agriculture sector in Bihar, there are multiple challenges like low productivity, low profitability, diminishing land holding size, increased exposure to climate risk, etc. Majority of farmers belong to small and marginal category. You may be aware that any farmer who has a land holding of less than 2 hectares is categorized as small farmer. And a farmer who has land holding of less than 1 hectare is categorized as a marginal farmer. So if you look at the agriculture sector in Bihar, more than 97% farmers in Bihar belong to small and marginal farmers category. The average land holding size of farmers in Bihar is 0.38 hectare as against the national average of 1.12 hectare. So you can well imagine that the average land holding in Bihar is less than 1/3 of the national land holding of farmers. And the consequence of this is that the agricultural produce or the surplus which a farmer generates from his production, the quantum is so low that he finds it very difficult to negotiate good price in the market. The yield levels also in majority of crops, except maize, which I have mentioned earlier, it remains stagnant and lower than the national average. There is a high level of poverty in Bihar. As per Niti Aayog's multidimensional poverty index, 52% of the population of the state, they are below poverty line, and this is highest in the country. And if we look at the agriculture marketing space, the agriculture marketing is very fragmented and highly inefficient. And the result of this is that on an average, a farmer who is the producer gets less than 20% of the consumer price or what the consumer spends on an agricultural commodity. Then there is another challenge which is specific to agri startups, that is having a sustained source of funding. This is a major constraint, and government and other agencies are working on this. Many of the challenges which I mentioned earlier are in fact opportunities for the entrepreneurs and for agri startups. Now I come to the role of Nabard in promoting entrepreneurship in the country. I will only highlight 4 major support which is provided by Nabard to promote and support the agri startup agri-tech, and other innovations in the country. The first one is Agri-Business Incubation Center. An Agri-Business Incubation Center fosters ideas, innovations, and technologies that focus on agriculture. They provide support and resources necessary for agri startups. Covering both agriculture technologies as well as rural technologies, Nabard extends end-to-end assistance and grant support in setting up rural agri-business incubation centers at agricultural universities and similar institutions. These agri-business incubation centers facilitate startups with necessary resources and business support services, marketing arrangements, as well as finance to support them in viable commercial activities. Incubation centers have been supported in the following institutes: Telangana State Agriculture University, Hyderabad; Agriculture University, Banskata, Gujarat; Tamil Nadu Agriculture University, Madurai, Tamil Nadu; Chaudhary Charan Singh Agriculture University, Hisar; Indian Institute of Technology, Kharagpur; National Academy of Agriculture Research Management, Hyderabad; and Rajmata Vijay Raj Scindia Krishi Vishwavidyalaya, Gwalior. So these are the 7 institutes where Nabard has promoted agri-business incubation centers. So we have promoted 7 centers, and a total grant support of about rupees 70 crores has been given to these institutes. Then the second support which is available from Nabard is that we have set up a catalytic capital fund to support agri startups entering the death valley phase, where there is a high probability that startup will wind up due to lack of steady revenue and scarce additional funding, leaving the startup vulnerable to cash flow constraints. Nabard has set up a catalytic capital fund of rupees 100 crore for supporting such rural agri startups. Then the third support which Nabard is providing is Nabard has set up a 100% subsidiary which is called NAV Ventures. So this NAV Venture is a wholly owned subsidiary of Nabard, which through Venture Growth Capital Fund invests in early to mid-stage startups in agriculture, food-based businesses, and rural financial services to boost investment ecosystem in the core areas of agriculture, food, and rural livelihoods. The size of the fund is rupees 600 crore. NAV Venture has already supported a number of agri startups like Jai Kisan, Unnati, Krishi Tantra, Satyukt, Tender Cuts, Willcart, Egos, Frazo, etc., which covers the whole gamut of agricultural ecosystem. And the fourth support which Nabard gives is Nabard invests in a variety of alternate investment funds for promotion of technological innovation and technological dissemination in rural economy. Nabard has invested rupees 528 crore in 21 alternate investment funds. This has catalyzed an investment of rupees 1,470 crore in 67 portfolio companies in agriculture and rural sectors. Gram Cover in agri insurance business, Argos Business Solution, Clonic Automatic System, a semi-automatic soil testing solution, etc., are some of the entities which have been supported through these alternate investment funds. Now I come to Nabard's initiatives in Bihar. Nabard has supported promotion of a number of farmer producer companies in Bihar. Out of 1,000 farmer producer companies which have been set up in Bihar by various agencies, Nabard has promoted about 400 of them, and a total grant support of more than rupees 50 crore has been extended to these farmer producer companies. Nabard has also provided support to state government as well as to the banking system for creation of infrastructure relating to post-harvest infrastructure, like strengthening warehouses, cold storage, cold chain infrastructure, support to food parks in food processing units in the designated food parks, etc. And this support has been provided to the state government as well as to the banking sector. Then Nabard is also initiating efforts to have more number of products with GI registration. For example, Nabard is supporting Katarni rice in Bhagalpur, banana, a particular variety of banana in Hajipur, Tilkut of Gaya, then Balushahi of Bhojpur and Sitamarhi for getting GI registration. These products will be GI registered, and the authorized users will also be registered with the financial support from Nabard. So these are some of the initiatives which Nabard has taken in the state of Bihar. If I talk about the way forward, The state government needs to play a very proactive role in providing mentorship to the startups. The state government has already identified 15 incubators in the state, and they are playing a key role in guiding and handholding these startups. As agri startup faces lack of sustained funding source, a fund with blended capital raised under the co-investment model would be beneficial in channelizing finance to startups for agriculture and rural enterprise relevant to farm produce value chain. Blended finance mixes public capital with market-based funds to essentially mobilize commercial funding towards sustainable development. The Union Budget 2022-23 proposed to provide blended finance for agri-tech, with the government share being limited and the funds being managed by private fund managers. This is a very welcome step in providing innovative financial solution to agri startups. Now, Nabard is working on this model, and very shortly, within few months, we will be announcing a new window for supporting the agri startups. Then there is an urgent need to improve productivity of small and marginal farmers. Though through development and implementation of small holding farm technologies, there is a need to design solutions to the problem faced by small and marginal farmers in the country. Here, agri-tech can play a very decisive role, and this is an opportunity for agri startups. Startups need to come forward and address these challenges through diversification of agriculture, adoption of new technologies, which information technology, IoT, blockchain, and other digital technologies, as also artificial intelligence, machine learning, drones, sensor-based farming, modern post-harvest technologies, etc. So these are the areas in which I think agri startups, they need to work. So to conclude, I would like to say that a vibrant ecosystem for startups has been created in the state of Bihar. Enabling policy, financial and handholding support from the state government is being made available. Quality incubators are there in the state. Liberalized agricultural commodity market is there in the state. Budding entrepreneurs having solution for issues relating to agriculture and rural development are coming up. And there is an increasing number of farmer producer companies and improved infrastructure in the state. And all these give me a great hope that a number of agri startups will come up and take shape in the state in the coming few years. I'm sure that all the stakeholders, including institutes like IIM Bodh Gaya, will play a very active role in enabling such budding entrepreneurs to make their startups a great success. I wish all of you, all the students, all the startups, good luck in all your endeavors, and I wish this event a great success. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for enlightening us about the agriculture boom in Bihar. I request the director, ma'am, to present a memento to respected Dr. Sunil Kumar.
The success of YES 2023 is a testament of the hard work and dedication of not only the IIM Cell, but of all the esteemed faculty members, students, admin office, and non-teaching staff of IIM Bodh Gaya, and a very dear director, Dr. Sahai. From here on, we can only dream of achieving greater heights. With that, we conclude the morning session for today. Thank you everyone for being here.